gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to all of our sponsors. Trident Fight Gear, Santos Chiropractic, The Vault, Fine Cigars. Let's give a big round of applause for JJ's Live for hosting tonight's event. Also, let's give a big round of applause to our promoters, all of our staff and crew helping make tonight possible. Let's give all of them a great big round of applause, if you will. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. Once again, this event is sponsored by the Arkansas State Athletic Commission, Mr. John Webb. Your judges for the main event, Richard Suave, Justin McKillen, and Christina Barnett. Your official timekeeper for the main event, Rick Pruden. Your ringside position for the main event, Dr. Rance McClain. And once again, your referee for the main event, Mr. Rocky Demir. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are ready, 5 3-minute rounds for the Bantamweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the cage in the blue corner, Marquice White.
So this is the main event evening, the Rumble at JJ's Live. Mike Stewart here on the Southern Sports Network with Carson Smallwood. And we have a 135-pound Northwest Fighting Alliance Championship on the line.
Yeah, this fight is going to be an amazing fight. We have a total of 8 fights for Joseph Murphy, 4 fights for Marquice White. However, 4 out of the 5 wins that Joseph Murphy has have come via submission. Marquice White, however, is on a 3-fight win streak. This is going to be one hell of a fight.
5 3-minute rounds for the 135-pound Northwest Fighting Alliance Championship. Marquice White coming off a 2-week camp here, representing Rock Solid MMA out of Little Rock. 25 years old, and like you said, his last 2 wins have come by technical knockout. Going with the old school Rob Van Dam theme here from WWE Attitude Era. As Marquice White gets ready to take the cage here at our championship main event. Three and 1. All 3 of those wins coming by way of a win streak for Marquice White.
Yeah, losing his first fight, he's been on a tear since, winning all 3 fights that he has had after that devastating loss. Now here he is challenging for this promotion's title at the 135-pound weight class.
Cage fighting out of the red corner, Joseph Murphy.
Joseph Murphy with a record of 5-3, representing the vaunted Springfield Fight Club with a 2-1 record here tonight. Murphy with a 1-month fight camp. He did lose his last fight, but he's won 4 of his 5 wins by way of submission. So something to keep a hold of and look at if he looks to get a win here tonight.
Yeah, he's the number 9 overall ranked Kansas/Arkansas bantamweight. Here he is defending a belt at 135, and I gotta tell you, this guy is so dangerous on the ground. It's like he almost stalks his prey before he goes in for the kill.
So again, 4 of his 5 wins by way of submission. He's definitely going to try to look for the sub as his way to maintain that belt at 135 here. Again, the 135 belt, 5 rounds, 3 minutes long, for the Northwest Fighting Alliance Championship in our main event, the Rumble at JJ's Live. Special thanks to JJ's Live for holding this event for the Northwest Fighting Alliance. Again, Mike Stewart calling the fights here all night long alongside my partner, Carson Smallwood. We want to give special thanks to Carter Randolph, our excellent production crew here, and the CEO of the Southern Sports Network, Mr. Chris Dotson. We don't do this without him.
I gotta say, with a fun fact, Chris Dotson does provide some of the best cigars out there.
Yes, he is a high-quality cigar connoisseur. I do think he had something to get that advertisement for our cigar place here on the air.
This is your main event of the evening. 5 3-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. This main event is sponsored by Badlands USA. Fayetteville, Arkansas. One more time, I need to ask everybody to come loud and proud. If you're ready for the main event, make me some noise! Fighting out of the blue corner, he is an unorthodox fighter. He has a record of 3 wins, 1 losses. Weighs in tonight at 136 pounds. He represents Rock City MMA. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Little Rock, Arkansas, this is Marquice, the Slime Ninja White. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is a freestyle fighter. He weighs in tonight at 135 pounds with a record of 5 wins and 3 losses. He represents the Springfield Fight Club. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Springfield, Missouri, this is Johnny Sage Murphy.
So
once
Johnny
again, your
Sage
referee, Rocky Demure.
Johnny Sage Murphy against the Sly Ninja Marquice White as we get ready for the main event of the evening. 135-pound Northwest Fighting Alliance Championship is on the line.
Murphy fighting out of the green trunks, White in the gray tights. And I gotta tell you, Murphy just stared Marquice White down the entire introduction, not blinking once.
And let's get this fight to cracking.
Oh, some early shots landing early on by Murphy.
White swinging, oh my goodness, 2 heavy rights.
White looking to swing for the fences to get a belt around his waist. Oh!
And he gets a 2-piece right there in the center of the cage.
And a great leg kick by White. A great leg kick by Murphy as well.
Heavy hands in the Muay Thai knee.
Great punches thrown by White right now. Early on looking like the aggressor.
Murphy with some leg kicks, but White has some leg kicks of his own here. Murphy looking to chase down White. Got another leg kick to the back of the knee. White here counters. The referee doesn't like what he sees. Rocky DeMeyer backing up both fighters here. First of 5 3-minute rounds. We got under 2 minutes remaining here in the first. JJ's live here at Fayetteville, Arkansas. The main event of the Rumbles at JJ's live here in the Northwest Fighting Alliance. As referee Rocky DeMeyer is trying to make a determination here. He gives a pep talk to Marquice White saying you can't do that, you can't hit him in the crown jewels.
Yeah, you know, getting the groin sucks. So anytime if someone gets hit in the groin, you just got to understand that they're going to take the time that they need.
Head kick by Marquice White. Flying knee by Marquice White.
White controlling this tempo right now in the first round so far.
White trying to hit the chest kick, but Murphy moves out of the way. Joseph Murphy with a leg kick. Joseph Murphy been consistent with the leg kicks here in round 1.
Been very consistent. However, Marquice White is just waiting for those leg kicks because as soon as he fires one off, here comes a hook by Marquice White.
Yeah, it does look like he is waiting for those leg kicks to try to fire off his counters, and it's been pretty effective to this point.
Yeah, those inside calf kicks are not very friendly.
So big shots by Murphy. Action-packed first round here. Chest kick by Marquice White. Goes to the body, tries to go to the head. Murphy moves out of the way. Both guys still in the feeling out process here. It is a 5-round championship fight at 135 pounds.
You can see Marquice White, he's just kind of waiting. He's countering right now. Joseph Murphy just continuing to walk him down, but as soon as he throws a kick, he gets hit with a hook.
Body kick by White. Murphy trying to control the center of the cage here. Spinning kick by Murphy, but it misses.
Yeah, you get style points, but you don't get, uh-oh. Look like we got a low blow as well.
So a low blow with 10 seconds remaining here. And White got the pep talk. Murphy will get the pep talk now, but low blows 1-1 here in round number 1.
What is that, our 6th low blow we've seen tonight?
At least. But 11 fights on the card. I mean, it could be a lot worse. We did have 12 fights scheduled, but we did have one that got canceled at the last minute.
Yep. Interesting to see what happened with that. Hope both fighters are okay.
So we go to the SSN replay, and then just coming out here at the start of the first round, White being the aggressor here with the shots to start the fight. Round number 2, this is for the Northwest Fighting Alliance 135-pound championship. Mike Stewart here with Carson Smallwood on the Southern Sports Network. I want to thank you for tuning in and watching our 11-fight card. A mix of MMA as well as some kickboxing peppered in there.
Yeah, we've had some really good fights tonight. We've had some submissions. We've had some KOs. Now we've got this title fight. And I've got to tell you, from top to bottom, this promotion did a great job getting these fighters. This has been a pretty stacked card with some very hungry amateur fighters.
This has been a stacked card, great venue, great crowd, and great opening round for the championship bout here at 135.
Yes, and a lot of them making their debut, so this promotion willing to take a chance on these new fighters, and it did not disappoint.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is round number 2, championship title fight action.
Our ring announcer, Gregory Taylor, getting us ready for round number 2, and referee Rocky DeMeyer tells him, let's tee it up.
Oh, good exchange.
A 1-2 there by Marquice White. A swinging kick there by Joseph Murphy. And now both guys are in the clinch here. Takedown by White.
That was a great takedown by White. He stepped back, avoiding the kick. As soon as that kick swung by him by Murphy, White goes in, gets a hold of him, takes him to the ground.
Marquice White in top position here.
But this is where Murphy's comfortable. 4 of his 5 wins have come via submission.
And you can tell he's already trying to get something in regards to an armbar. Open guard, Murphy very comfortable because of his submissions that he has gotten. This is Northwest Fighting Alliance action. The 135-pound championship here at JJ's Live in Fayetteville, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
White has to be extremely careful here. Murphy just waiting on one mistake, and this could be submission city.
Yeah, he's just looking to try to do whatever he can. Again, very comfortable on his back. His ground game is deadly, as judging by 4 of his 5 wins coming by way of submission. We count down, less than 2 minutes remaining in round number 2. Pretty good top game so far from Marquice White. But again, there's always the threat of a submission happening. I'm reminded of the first bout in the Ultimate Fighting Championship between Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva. It looked like Chael Sonnen was going to run away with it, and Anderson Silva, with less than 20 seconds remaining, able to get that win.
Catches him at the very last second.
So that's why Marquice White has to be careful with. And again, you can see that Joseph Murphy in the open guard, maintaining the body lock on White.
Yeah, Murphy's really cranking on White's shoulder right now, and he's trying to get. Great job by White with that.
Great job by White to remain aggressive as we get down to a minute here in round number 2.
That punch is what broke free that lock on that shoulder, and now White's bringing punches from the top.
Yeah, but he has to be careful for the upkick here from Joseph. Any upkick from Murphy in the grounded position could result in a nasty shot. White going back. He tried to go for the haymaker there, but just missed. 30 seconds remaining here in round number 2. Looks like that might have been 10 seconds. That was the 10-second buzzer, so I stand corrected. Was looking at our timer and wasn't really paying attention to the claps of the 10-second timer there.
So far, the champion, Joseph Murphy, looking like he's in trouble. These 2 rounds look very comfortable for Marquice White.
As you look at the SSN replay here, Marquice White definitely trying to test it and see if he can land that haymaker, and he just missed. That would have been violent if he would have connected. So if you're Joseph Murphy's corner here, what are you telling him?
I'm telling him to stay calm. You still have 3 more rounds. You're the champion, and anytime this gets to the ground, the fight is yours. Didn't know if you noticed there in the middle part of that round, he spent a majority of the time on his back. However, he was controlling Marquice White because he had a hold of that arm and that shoulder. He was cranking it down. He was getting it tight. Marquice White has to be very careful.
As we get ready to hit our halfway point, 3rd round of 5 3-minute rounds here in the 135-pound weight division. Mike Stewart with Carson Smallwood 1. Thank you for watching on the Southern Sports Network, wherever you may be watching anywhere in the organized world. Want to thank JJ's Live and this excellent crowd here in Fayetteville for watching this MMA card. Indy Northwest Fighting Alliance, big attempted knee there. Ooh, and a kick right there. Swinging for the fences now. Marquice White showing some aggression here in round 3.
Yeah, Marquice White's got some power in that right hook and that right overhand. Joseph Murphy's got to keep a good head movement because one of those connects, it's not going to be very pretty.
Murphy with the leg kick. And again, he is very comfortable on the ground just because of his submission game.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird that we haven't seen really any takedowns from Joseph Murphy. He's keeping the fight up, and I think that's where Marquice White would prefer it to be.
Yeah, you would think with somebody who has 4 of his 5 wins by way of submission.
Yeah, and Joseph Murphy now, he's got blood just rushing out of his nose on that last hook. Oh,
and a 1-2 piece that backs him up. Marquice White here going to work.
And you can see it in his eyes. He saw it, and he was ready to pounce. Joseph Murphy doing a good job recovering.
White with a big takedown, but we have a guillotine choke here. Joseph Murphy sensed it, and he allowed his ground game to exploit it.
Yeah, and Marquice White breaks free out of that. And now you've got Joseph Murphy throwing elbows to the body.
Elbows to the body again, very comfortable from this bottom position as he keeps White in that open guard like he did for much of round 2.
You know, we're midway through the 3rd round. I think the champ is in a little bit of trouble. However, this is where he'd like to be. 4 of his 5 wins coming via submission. And I think with the champion being on his back right now throwing these punches, Marquice White's feeling a little bit of comfortability. That could lead to complacency, which could lead to a loss.
Joseph Murphy, again, just able to has a lot of talent on the ground and is really doing a lot of work in the open guard from bottom position here. As we approach less than a minute remaining in round number 3, about to go into the championship rounds here, rounds 4 and 5. Oh, big shots from Marquice White on top.
Marquice White pinned Joseph Murphy's right elbow with his left knee and landed 3 clean shots to the face.
Murphy trying to go for a triangle choke here. He's trying to get that arm. If he can get the triangle choke, it might be all she wrote here.
It looks like he might have it.
30 seconds remaining. He could be passing out. They're struggling to move. No submission yet. Very dangerous position for Marquice White.
And he taps.
He submits.
It's over.
That's all she wrote. Joseph Murphy, his win via submission, and retains the 135-pound Northwest Fighting Alliance Championship. The capacity crowd here at JJ's Live showing their support for the champion.
You know, that's a tough fight for Marquice White. Go back to the replay. It looks like he was controlling the fight for a good 2.5 rounds, but Joseph Murphy catches him, got comfortable, caught the submission, ends the fight.
Triangle choke, dangerous position, he was able to finish. So now 5 out of his 6 wins by way of submission, and he retains the title at 135.
Unbelievable. You can see eyes are cut and swollen, nose is busted open, and he's going to walk out here the victor, because that's what champions do. When things get tough, they buckle down and stick it out.
3-1 record for the Springfield Fight Club here tonight. Definitely will be going home happy.
Very, very happy, especially when they get to keep some gold around their waist.
So referee, with the 3rd round stoppage, Rocky DeMeyer knew that the fight was over, and we're going to take it to our ring announcer one more time, Gregory Taylor, as he gets ready to announce the retention of this 135-pound belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the main event, make me some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your official results. At 2 minutes, 43 seconds of the 3rd round, your referee stops the fight. Your winner by tap-out submission with a leg triangle, your new bantamweight champion, Joseph Sage Murphy.
Joseph Sage Murphy.
Championship belt being presented by Jody Thornton, owner of JJ's Live.
And the owner of JJ's Live. It was the vacant 135-pound championship, but there is now a champion, and his name is Joseph Sage Murphy. And he is celebrating here stateside as the Springfield Fight Club goes 3-1 on the evening.
You know, and hats off to Marquice White. He was fighting a hell of a fight. Looks like he was in control for majority of the fight. However, Joseph Murphy and his knowledge on the ground gets him the belt.
Congratulations, you come into the title fight, a hard fight with Marquice White. You walk out with the championship. Tell us how you're feeling.
I feel great. I've worked so hard to get to this position. First of all, huge props to my opponent. That dude hits hard. He can take a kick. Big props to him. It takes 2 to tango. Second of all, shout out to my coach, my other coach, all my coaches, my team at Springfield Fight Club, my fiance for supporting me, and my mom for letting me do this in the first place. And